What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another recipe on Cook with Cartea. Now, yeah, of course, y'all seen that thumbnail as y'all always do. Y'all see what we making. But I'm gonna tell y'all, we making those crispy chicken sliders today. And we're gonna be doing a hot honey rub sauce as well. Now, it's football season, Super Bowl coming up. Y'all can make those appetizers. Or if you just got something going on for an event or anything on a Sunday, you know, whatever. This is a perfect little one bite type of dish. Yeah. So see these ingredients that we got laid out in front of us. It's not too many. It's gonna be real simple, real easy. We got our chicken breast right here. We got our sweet Hawaiian rolls. Now you can use these or you can use the brioche rolls too. It's up to you, either way. We got some buttermilk, cornstarch, all-purpose flour. We got some oil. We got the honey right here. We got some unsweetened butter. We got the pepper jack slices of cheese. You can also use whatever type of cheese you want, but we got the pepper jack right here. And then, like I said, it's gonna be that hot honey rub. So yeah, you know we gotta have some heat. Now today we're gonna be using that Louisiana hot sauce, but it's the Cajun. Yeah, Cajun style. So we're gonna get started with the chicken, and yeah, we're gonna go from there. So let's go ahead and get cooking. First thing we're gonna start off with is we're gonna start off with that marinade of what we're gonna put our chicken in. We're gonna start off with that buttermilk, and this is gonna be our marinade mixture. So we got our bowl right here. So let's just go ahead and get that buttermilk in there. Now that buttermilk is key to this crispy chicken. The buttermilk helps cut through those fibers of the chicken, tenderizes it, and add a little bit of flavor to it as well. Now, we got the buttermilk in there. Like I said, we're going with that Louisiana Cajun hot sauce. Now, instead of using hot sauce, you could substitute any type of hot sauce. You could just use some cayenne pepper, some red pepper flakes, but just a couple dabs of this hot sauce in the buttermilk is just gonna help bring flavor to that chicken and that marinade. And then we just gonna lightly season our marinade because we already gonna have some seasoning on the chicken, so we don't really have to season too much. We just gonna add a little bit of salt. We're gonna add some pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. And then we just gonna add some smoked paprika to this as well. So really just, you know, of course your all-purpose seasoning, as y'all already know at this point. Smoked paprika. Then we just gonna give this a mix. Set this to the side real quick, and then we gonna get that chicken going real quick. All right, y'all, so we got our chicken. I just got a couple chicken breasts today because I'm not gonna be making that many. So we got our chicken, and I wanna cut these into decent sized pieces. How you cut them, you know, is just think about putting them on the slider buns. Like, you don't want too big of pieces on there. So I'm gonna cut them into, you know, shapes that I feel like is gonna fit the slider buns, you know, pretty much perfectly. I'm okay with these pieces. Some might be a little bigger, but you know, that's okay. These pretty decent. We gonna season these pieces of chicken up. Same seasoning that we put into our marinade. All-purpose seasoning and some smoked paprika. We got our marinade right here, buttermilk, hot sauce mixture. Then we got our chicken right here, all seasoned up, ready to go. So we're gonna go ahead and drop our chicken in here. Want to make sure that they all coated nicely. All right, we got our chicken in here, marinade, everything ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and get this covered up, and then we're gonna sit this in the fridge. I'm gonna sit mine in there for 30 minutes, but you know, you could do 30 minutes to up to, you know, like 6 hours, depending on how much time you got. So we're gonna go ahead and throw these in the refrigerator, let these marinade sit for, like I said, 30 minutes to an hour, and then we're gonna come back and finish cooking. So while we wait on that, we're gonna go ahead and get our hot honey rub started. So we got just a little pot right here. We're gonna start with some unsalted butter. Start with about a half a stick of that. We're on low heat, because we want to let that butter melt nice and slow. The ingredients that we're gonna be using for our sauce, gonna be honey, of course. We're gonna add some garlic powder, crushed red pepper, and then we're just gonna add some black pepper and then some smoked paprika. And then of course we're gonna add that hot sauce in there too. Let's keep letting this butter melt down, nice and slow. Work with it a little bit. So majority of that butter is melted down. So we're gonna go ahead and add that honey in there too. Mix in that honey and that butter. We're on a real low heat. Once we get that butter melted, keep that heat down. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and add that hot sauce in there. Louisiana Cajun hot sauce. Now, add to your preference. You know, if you want a little bit hotter, you can add a little bit more. We just mix that in, We're gonna go ahead and just add in our seasonings too. We're just gonna add a little bit of black pepper, garlic powder, smoked paprika, and then crushed red pepper. You can add the crushed red pepper in if you want to, but if you do add crushed red pepper, just know, don't add too much. Just crushed red pepper. Let's mix that in. At this point, we're gonna kill the heat. As it starts to cool down, it will thicken up just a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I'm gonna add a little bit of brown sugar to this because I'm already knowing this is gonna be hot. So I'm gonna just kind of tone some of the heat down and balance it out with some brown sugar. Got the heat up to a low medium because I want that brown sugar to cook, melt down, dissolve in there. That's our hot honey rub. All right, so now we're about to pull that chicken out in a minute. Right here, we got our flour station where we gonna coat that chicken in once we bring it out. So we got some all-purpose flour right here. Got the corn starch. So I'm gonna put a little bit more flour in here, add some cornstarch. The key to that crispy chicken is that cornstarch, but you don't want to put too much in there because it's gonna crisp up that chicken real fast, and you don't want it to crisp up and burn and not even have, you know, a cooked chicken. So you just want to add a little bit of cornstarch in there, not as much flour, obviously, as you add cornstarch, and then. Of course, the key, ample amount of flavor. Make sure you season that batter mix. So we're gonna come in with that Creole kick seasoning, come in with the smoked paprika, and then we're gonna add in our all-purpose seasonings. Just gonna give this a mix. Make sure all those seasonings and everything is all mixed in there real good. And then we're gonna go ahead and get that chicken in there and get it coated. Chicken out, we're gonna go ahead and get it in the batter and set it off to the side real quick, and then go ahead and get them frying. Now off to the side, we got that oil heating up. You want to get that oil to about 350 degrees, and then you'll be all good to go. So let's go ahead and get this chicken. Throw a few pieces in there at a time. So we want to get these coated up real good. Want to make sure every part of that chicken is coated, covered in flour. So we just gonna do this for every piece of chicken. And like I said, while we waiting on that heat, while we waiting on that oil to heat up, we just gonna sit them off to the side and let them rest. So that's good. Shake off that excess. Just sit them off to the side. All right, y'all. So look, last step of cooking. We got that oil up to temp, 350 degrees. Now, I don't know where mine at, but y'all can have a digital thermometer just to, you know, check. Make sure that it's at, you know, to ensure that it's at 350 degrees, because that's gonna give it that perfect cook. So let's go ahead and get a couple pieces in here at a time. I'm gonna lay them away from you, so you know you don't get no splash of hot oil up on you, because you definitely don't want that. Now, because I'm in this little pot right here, I'm only gonna put a couple of them in there at a time. But look, we're gonna give them about 5 to 8 minutes because, you know, since we cut them up like this, they're not gonna take that long. So we're gonna wait till they get that golden crisp, and then we're gonna temp them. You wanna make sure that your chicken is temped at 165 degrees, and then we're gonna be good. So if you don't got one of these, go ahead and grab you one. This, you know, is a splash screen. So you know that oil be splashing up and stuff like that. You don't gotta get your counter all messy. Just grab one of these and throw this right there over the top. And you see it's a little big, so you know it fit over those skillets. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get these frying, get the rest of our chicken going, and then yeah, we're gonna be done cooking. Y'all see that crispiness, see that color. Chicken done. Y'all see we got our Hawaiian bread right here. All right, y'all, so we got our bottom and our top pieces. So we're gonna take some Japanese mayo. If y'all don't know about that Japanese mayo, yeah, grab some. This hit different. This ain't your regular mayonnaise. So we just gonna throw a little bit on each piece. We just gonna take our bread, 350 degrees in the oven. We're gonna give it a light toast. We're gonna be a little extra, and we're gonna throw a little garlic butter on the top of those, yeah, on the top of those buns. So yeah, we got the butter right here. We're gonna melt that. Melted that butter. Now, we're gonna add some garlic powder, parsley, and mix this up. All right, y'all. So, everything is pretty much done. It's time for us to start building. But yeah, y'all didn't forget about that hot honey rub. So chicken done, and all we're gonna do now is we're gonna take a couple pieces of chicken. We're gonna get them in there, and look. All we're gonna do is coat these up, submerge these pieces of chicken into that hot honey rub. Make sure they're nice and coated. It's time. Let's go ahead and just start building our sliders.
Cartea, what we doing, bros?
The garlic butter, we can, yeah, put that right over the top. All right, y'all. So look, we done did everything we had to do. We done cooking, all that. So yeah, if it's cool with y'all, like it's cool with me, let's go ahead and get a bite. Oh my God. Look at y'all. Every white meat up in there. Yep. I'm about to do these dirty, I ain't gonna lie. Crispy. I hear that crunch. Oh my God. Alright. Alright, y'all. So look, another recipe completed on Cartea. Yeah. So, y'all see what we got going on. Make sure y'all make those sliders. Look, the hot honey, man, it's the perfect balance of sweetness and heat, not too hot. Look, make sure y'all make these at the crib. Make sure y'all stay tuned for the recipes that's yet to come. We got some more fire recipes that's coming up. So with that being said, look, make sure you spread the word. Keep telling your mama, your aunties, your everybody. We making these fire recipes on this channel. Now, I appreciate y'all and I thank y'all always for tuning in and cooking with me. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Keep watching these videos and keep making these recipes. Throw us some ideas of what we gonna make next or what y'all wanna see made. I thank y'all again. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all stay tuned and come back for the next recipe and the rest of the recipes that's yet to come on Cook with Cartea. Y'all be safe, and I'm gonna see y'all on the next recipe.